Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how I tried to study the works of Samdoesarts, aka the artist Sam Young. I am pretty sure that you are familiar with his artworks. His style is very popular and it's pleasing to the eyes. I personally like it a lot, so here we are. Now, before I start the study piece, let's discuss the key features of his works. So the first and the most important point is to simplify. Drawing simple things and making complex things look simple are totally different. And today's artist in discussion can perform the second thing effortlessly. Breaking complex things down into simpler shape and features isn't easy, especially for someone like me who is used to chase after accuracy. So, if you are like me, then you have to exercise on looking at bigger shapes instead of the details. Once you start to see the references that way, you will progress better. I remember in one of his videos, he said, no one is going to count how many eyelashes you have added. So running after all those crazy details doesn't really matter. And I kind of agree with that, even if I do not follow it most of the time. And to keep things simple, we also have to choose some simple basic brushes, which is our next point, the brushwork. This point needs a bit more time, so I'm going to talk about it elaborately in a different segment. So, moving on to the third point for now. Creating dramatic light and shadow is his signature style, and personally my favorite thing. I love how he paints sunlight falling on different places and different time of the day. Not just sunlight, but any kind of light looks great and is a prominent feature in all of his works. Which brings us to our next point, that is usage of colors. Many of his works radiate a very warm, cozy feeling, and also there are works which has great balance of cold and warm. Like if we look at this, it's giving such a warm feeling because of the fire. And then there is cold color which is showing the night time. This next point is really important. That is illusion. So if we take a look at this picture, it looks very detailed. But when we zoom in, we can see these are very simple and limited brush strokes. They don't look so accurate, but still when you zoom out, everything feels like they are in perfect harmony. And that is the power of illusion. Some carefully and some carelessly added brush strokes, creating such a perfect looking result. Personally, I find this point the hardest. Finally, it's time to talk about the brushwork point. I'm going to show you the brushes available in IbisPaint which are applicable for this style. So, for line art or sketching, I recommend deep pens and ink pen. If you want to try out other line art brushes, feel free to do that. But personally, I recommend these two. For painting base colors and adding sharp edges, use felt tip pen soft. For softer edges and blending purposes, use pen fed. This brush is going to be the most important brush for the overall painting and for especially this kind of look. For the random rectangular or square shapes in the background details, we can use normal marker brush, and for softer edges we can use the alcohol marker. Lastly, we have this special mark making brush that is 5 lines. If you notice his works, you can often see these kinds of marks going on. And to replicate that, we can use this specific brush right here. I might have overused it in my process, but I guess it's fine. For blending, you can use mixer brush of pen fed and alcohol marker. If you want to know more about blending brush, please look out for the brush customization series. Now that all the basic informations have been discussed, let's get into the study work. So I took a look at a reference and tried to make it look semi-realistic. I struggled with the sketching because I kept making it look like similar to the actual reference, then making it look like it's been done in his style. This is me trying to do the final sketching, which ultimately is going to be changed a lot as we go on with the process. I purposefully didn't draw clean lines because I have noticed that he leaves some of the sketch lines from the rough sketching part in his final product. And to achieve that, we do not need to draw clean lines. It's time to get started with the painting. So, like I mentioned in the beginning, the felt tip pens are great for base coloring, and that's what I used. And you can see the color palette that I have used for it. I tried to go with the warm feeling that is radiating from the sunlight. Notice carefully that I am constantly changing my brush opacity from lower to higher as required. So make sure that when you are kind of blending things together, the brush opacity must be on the low side. And when you are just applying solid color to some of the parts, then go for higher opacity or maximum opacity. I used the same felt tip pen brush for lips and eyes. I will get back to you real soon after we finish this basic coloring segment. The colors and everything were looking fine, but something was really off and I couldn't figure out what. Then I showed it to one of my friends and she said the eyes should be bigger. and the lips should be smaller. At that very moment, I realized my mistake that I was trying to make it look semi realistic, but it wasn't really looking like Sam's style. It was just looking like a slightly exaggerated version of the reference. Then I started to fix the things that my friend pointed out. I took a closer look again at his works and realized some more issues going on and started fixing them as well. But unfortunately, my luck was just bad. After taking a long time to transform everything, when I tried to extract the video from the app, it got corrupted midway. You will see at some point the hair will disappear from the video and the eyes and lips will start to look weird. Then the rest of the work got messed up completely and I couldn't revive it at all. But fear not, I have tried my best to explain what happened in that lost process and I hope that will be helpful to you. As you can see, the hair just disappeared out of nowhere. Still, I decided to keep this part because you can see the blending and some of the transformations as well. I'm glad that I was able to show the blending part at least. The rest of it was more or less me trying to transform things that I'm going to explain in the latter parts as much as I can. And from this point, things started to look even weirder. So I'm going to cut the video here and we'll go straight to the finished product. This is how the transformed version looks like, and let me break down what changes happened here. The first important change is the shape of the nose and also the smaller size. He always makes those cute, curvy, pointy nose with a triangle at the bottom. So I changed the nose shape to exactly that and added a hint of red for the cuteness. In the earlier version, the lip had a prominent bow on top of its upper lip, but now it's more of a rounded lip and also smaller in size with very soft edge. I made the eyes even bigger and made the pupil rounder so it looks more adorable. Another important thing I did was increasing the gap between the eyebrows and the eyes itself. In his works, the eyes, nose and mouth are much closer to each other compared to the eyebrows. The chin is now narrow and pointy, almost like a tip of a triangle. Like we discussed in the sketching segment, that Sam keeps some of the lines from his initial sketch in the final product. So I did the same thing. But also I cheated. So how exactly? What I did was, after finishing up the painting, I deliberately added some of the lines which were not initially in my sketch. And also, as you know, that many of those parts have been transformed, so it was a necessary cheating. Now it's time to talk about the mark making. Like I told you, I used the 5 lines brush in several areas. For example, around the eyes, on the hair, and even on the outfit. I would suggest you to keep the usage of this brush minimal or use it very cleverly. I kinda overused it, but I don't think it looks too bad. To incorporate some of the nature element, I decided to do this background. So, for the background, I made a window pane and a glass window, from where you can see the background building and tree. I didn't really had to work a lot on it because the plan was to make it look blurry. Basically, I took the marker brushes and applied it in a way a tree should look like. Then used the lens blur to blur out everything. In order to do that, you just have to think of the bigger shape like I told you and paint it that way. No need to think of too many details there. Let me show you properly. So if you take a closer look, you can see the overall shape of the background, and I just followed that. Now, to make the glass window look believable, I have added a layer of color dodge and some specks of dust on it. And then I added her reflection on the glass by flipping her. Also changed the layer mode to multiply and reduced the opacity. Now the interesting information that I'm going to give you is how to do this kind of fluffy highlight on the hair. For this kind of highlight, you need to use the pen fade brush with less opacity. First, we're going to apply the highlight softly. Then, instead of erasing it out, we're going to choose the basic color of the hair to cut it out from both the sides. Again, very softly. And this is how you do those soft highlights. Just make sure that the opacity of the brush is low when you are cutting out from both the sides, especially if you are not using stylus with pen pressure. See, it's actually really easy to do it. Lastly, to finish things off, I added some really soft highlights using the airbrush to the parts where the sunlight is directly hitting. Instead of making it look like a harsh light, I tried to make it look more ambient because it suits his style better. So this is how I analyzed and made my own study based on the artist Sam Young's works. Personally, it was a great learning experience for me, and I hope it would be the same for you guys, even if some of the process got lost, unfortunately. So which artist should I study next? Let me know in the comment section. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care.